Sissoko. The opening tip is controlled by Holgard, and Michigan State starts with the ball underway here from Lincoln. 33rd all-time meeting, and Michigan State has won 11 straight over the Huskers.
To me, Jay Makins will be the X factor for Michigan State. If he can get going and relieve some of that offensive pressure off of Tyson Walker's back, that will immensely help the Spartans.
Walker no headband, deflected pass, shot clock late at 2 and 1, fade away from ball, no good.
Plenty of birthday to Jamarcus Lawrence. Tough way to get this one started for him.
Yeah, I was probably hoping more for a bucket or a steal on his birthday instead of a whistle and a foul. And we welcome all of you that watch Michigan win at Iowa. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Nebraska just underway. Corey Provis alongside Stephen Bardo. Basketball tonight here on the Big Ten Network is presented by Jeep. A.J. Holgard on the drive, rejected that time by Juwan Gary, starting for the injured Josiah Alec. Here's Lawrence, pull up three on his B-day, left it short, long rebound, run down by Sissoko and stays in bounds.
That's a tough Lawrence for look, in my opinion. He can get that any time in the shot clock. I know Nebraska wants to empower their players from the three-point line. I think he could get a better quality look than that.
The teams coming off opening conference losses. Michigan State losing at home to Wisconsin. Nebraska losing on the road at Minnesota. Off the glass and in for Walker. Tyson Walker, 4th in the league in scoring at more than 20 points per game.
He's been so comfortable and one of the best in the conference in terms of scoring, Corey, from any level and any position.
Deflected pass, and Walkley, big deficit against Wisconsin. In fact, Walker did not have his first field goal until the 9-minute mark of the first half, and that's a miss down low.
Contact on the release.
So here is Gary at the line at 71%. First half, second half, the worst 20 minutes we played all season, all within the same game.
No, it was incredible. They were shooting 59% were the Huskers in the first half, but then got blitzed in the second. Just kind of lost their composure. It was a huge comeback win for the Gophers.
Scored 52-26 in a 76-65 loss at the bar on Wednesday. Red clock, falls in trouble, skip pass, and Lawrence should have caught that, but dropped it. It'll still. Walker. And his pass is picked off by Gary. Turnover Michigan State, and now Bryce Williams in the paint, drives, hangs, missed, and the rebound. Nebraska 333 career Big Ten wins, only the late great Bobby Knight with more conference history at 353.
Tom Izzo seen just about everything there is to see in the Big Ten.
Extra pass, Holgard, he'll drive, floats, and scores.
And that's pretty. And most teams, Corey, have found success when they can get paint touches. Either off the bounce, post-ups, dribble penetration. That's a great sign starting in terms of moving up in weight class. So they've got to take much better care of the basketball, especially here in Pinnacle Bank.
There's 18 turnovers against Minnesota, 19 combined for Nebraska its previous 3 games.
It's like this crowd has had a hangover or something, because it's usually really lively in this building, but it is really quiet.
There's Billy Cole in the paint. Wild shot off the glass, but he got the friendly roll.
Well, that was a wild shot, a lot of contact, but welcome to the Big Ten. Good finish at the bucket. And Michigan State had normally started slowly, Corey, but getting a really good start here on the road.
Tominaga slashing, catching underneath, and scores. Did not have a field goal at all against Minnesota. Changes that early tonight.
Well, he was excellent last year from 2-point range, 3rd in the Big Ten in terms of field goal 2-point field goal percentage, behind Edey and Trace Jackson Davis last season. So this season has been a little bit harder to come by on those looks.
Akins to Hall, he'll fake, put up the baseline Jay, no, the rebound to Williams. They say Tominaga picked up by Holgard. Rienk Mast, the transfer from Bradley against Carson Cooper. Brings him inside, left hand for the shot, pretty bucket.
Hey, Mast is a grown man. Anytime you spend 4 years in the Missouri Valley, You know what you're doing.
But how often have we seen that under Tom Izzo? One team scores and then Michigan State transition. They get up the floor and Hogard regains a Spartan lead.
And that's a great sign. That lets you know that they are locked and loaded here to start this game. Didn't see that a lot last game against Wisconsin.
Mast lost it. Turnover Nebraska up the floor. Here's Walker. Tominaga getting back. Goodness, Gary with the block. And we play on.
Boy, great challenge by Juwan Gary. I knew he was athletic. I didn't know he had ups like that.
Mast open. He'll pop for three up top. Way off.
Well, I think both these teams can't wait to that first chance to catch their collective breaths. See guys' mouths are wide open.
It's going to be nearly a full line change for Michigan State. 4 new Spartans will check in after the whistle. Open lane for Hall. He'll try to throw that down over Mast in a late whistle. NCAA tournament appearances. As Hall knocks down the first of 2. It's been a busy weekend here. They had, what, MMA basketball tonight, so a busy weekend here.
Yeah, but this is Michigan State, right?
Right.
And this is Big Ten basketball. Usually Pinnacle Bank is rocking. Maybe the Huskers can help their fans get involved in the game, because it's, you can hear mice having conversations when you're so quiet.
Subs for both teams. Hoiberg and Wiltshire on the floor right now. Bryce Williams coming off an 18-point game last time. Fire no. And a rebound to Walker.
That was an excellent double team by Madi Sissoko. Trying to get Williams, get the ball out of his hands and keep him from getting comfortable.
Jeremy Fears, Trey Holloman. This time Izzo went to his bench. Back to Walker, guarded by Sam Hoiberg. Walker outside the lane, kicks it in the corner. Shot clock at 4. Fears lets it fly. No. Sissoko with the rebound tied up and a jump ball for 4 years at Michigan State. And Jack now works for San Antonio Spurs. Here's Wiltshire on top. No good, and one and done for Nebraska. Number 21, Matar Jope checks in for the Huskers. They'll get some more playing time tonight without Josiah Alec, who's out with a bad ankle.
Look forward to seeing Jope. In terms of athleticism and length, 7'3" wingspan. See what he can provide the Huskers.
There's Akins along the baseline. Holloman, good look for 3. And Hucknall doesn't get it. The three-point shooting woes continue at least early on tonight for Michigan State. Here's Hoiberg going baseline. Dangerous pass caught by Lawrence. And traffic and missed the layup. Another point-blank miss. Of action. Tominaga will fire right corner 3. Too strong. C.J. Wiltshire, the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Hoiberg top for 3. That's no good.
Boy, that's an excellent look, though. Off an offensive rebound, top of the key. That's the best look. Just didn't drop.
Huskers have missed their first 6 3-point tries. Here's Akins. He'll try for 3 and knocks it down. 7-0 Michigan State run.
Now, that's a big 3. Not only for Michigan State, but I said at the top of the telecast, I think Jaden Akins is the key to this team in terms of getting offensively confident once again. That's going to go a long way.
Only 2 points in 21 minutes. No rebounds for Akins in that loss against Wisconsin. Gary knocked it down. Almost looked like a force, but that 3 fell for the junior from South Carolina. Here comes Michigan State once again. It's Akins.
Wow, excellent job of pushing it down the throat of Nebraska after a make. And that's demoralizing. When Michigan State can do that to their opponents, that really, really takes the wind out of your sails.
There's the first touch for Jope. Now Tominaga lets it fly. Doesn't need much time or space, does he?
Oh my goodness, there's no defense for that. I'm sorry. Holloman was right there for on the catch. I don't even think Kensei even saw the rim. He just let that fly with a lot of confidence.
After missing their first 6 threes, the Huskers have made their last 2. Akins lost it.
Oh, good save.
Hoiberg, or Tominaga rather, saved it. It's Wiltshire. And now Tominaga joins his teammates in the front court. Hoiberg trying to get around Sissoko, and that's going to be the second foul.
This Big Ten play, Corey, you know it. Oh, excellent post feed.
Gary scores to make it a one-point game. 7 points for Juwan Gary.
And now you see Nebraska getting back now after the made buckets with a sense of urgency.
Walker trying to counter. Bad hit, and Mast boxing out Cooper. Ronnie Sissoko picked up his second foul before the timeout. Tominaga for the lead, and the Huskers an 8-0 run.
They let Casey get hot now. And now the crowd is starting to get into it. The student section getting a little bit energized here. Oh, good steal.
Turnover, Gary against Walker. Struck by Walker, and the feed from Mast. Wanted a foul. We play on. Here's Holloman in the paint. Passed up a chance to shoot that instead of the corner. That three goes from the corner.
It's been really good this last month. Coming in confidently, shooting the three, get downhill, playing within himself and not forcing the action.
His 10th made three all season long. Minneapolis native.
Well, good defense. First pass denial by Michigan State's been impressive this possession.
Mast wants the ball against Hall. Instead, Wilcher lost it, stripped. Shot clock at 2-1. Hoiberg lets it. Oh, my good Hoiberg's birthday.
Oh, my goodness. Or Tominaga. Both with NBA plus range threes to give the Huskers the lead.
Malik Hall off the glass. Noah Cooper at position, but the rebound to Hoiberg. Tominaga, ooh, kept that right foot down, nearly walked. Wilcher, how about another tough three?
Oh, man. Corey, when it feels good like this, you gotta let it fly. But look at the scrambling defense of the Huskers.
7 to shoot. A.J. Hogarth. Malik Hall trying to quiet the throw and
shaping up to be quite the game that we thought it would, Corey. Both teams trying to get a winning side in Big Ten play.
4th made three all year for Malik Hall. Tominaga. Is the paint like poison or something like that? Meanwhile, Michigan State up the floor, and an easy dunk there for Carson Cooper.
See, the thing is, though, with that three-point shot, Corey, you know, it can get you going, but it can also be doomsday if they don't drop.
These are the top 2 three-point defensive teams in the Big Ten in terms of percentage against. Nebraska, Michigan State 1 and 2 in the league. Mast, extra step, could not finish, and here comes Hogarth.
Cooper with excellent defense that time without fouling, making them finish over the top.
Ball spins on Wilcher, draws Mast, waits and scores 2 more. Malik Hall, he's healthy and making an impact. He has 9 points, Michigan State by 2. Hole of 6, but 5 of 12. Michigan State connected on 16 made threes in a 13-point win here last year.
And they had a double-digit deficit that they had to overcome. Got hot as a firecracker in the rest of history.
And Gary knocks down that three. So back and forth we go. Nebraska by 1. Here's 10 points already.
Here's the thing, though, Corey. Some of these threes that Nebraska is hitting, it's good defense by Michigan State. It's just better offense.
Hall off to a strong start. Cannot add to his night for now. Eli Rice on the floor for the first time. Freshman from Tennessee.
I think Eli Rice is going to be an outstanding player. I think he's going to have the opportunity to be an all-conference player before it's all said and done.
Mast now 1 of 4 from the field. 2 points. Akins wide open look for 3. Yes! That's a 2. Beg your pardon, a 2 there from Akins.
Well, Akins will take it because that outing and performance against Wisconsin was one that he'd like to forget. Just like you referenced it, no rebounds. I don't care if you don't shoot well, but you gotta get after it on the glass and defensively.
Wisconsin dominated the glass, rebounding Michigan State by 14.
14, yeah. You didn't think you'd hear that in the Tom Izzo team.
Air ball that time from Akins. Here's Lawrence, draws two. Rice will try for three.
The wing, he's a confident three-point shooter, and he's a young man is trying to figure it out on the defensive end. Once he does, he'll get more time on the floor. But in these Big Ten Conference games, you can't make defensive mistakes. Those will cost you wins and result in loss.
Fifth made three for Rice this season. The Spartans answer. Hogard.
Oh, wow.
Seventh lead change tonight.
I tell you what, things become contagious in college basketball. When you see your teammate get one down, you feel more confident.
And here he floats along the baseline, missed it. One and done, Hogard the rebound. Tyson Walker. Scoring Akins. Walker telling Carr to find a spot in the corner.
And he wants that high ball screen action, does Walker.
It's kicked by Mast. Shot clock to 20. Division I third best, but they've plummeted overall this season, but good start tonight, 4 of 8.
Well, look how quick Fears is off that ball screen action. Gets downhill.
As he does it again here, hangs, missed it, under the foul. Gary the rebound, threw it away. Lawrence was already going up
into a fast break opportunity.
Fourth Nebraska turnover, averaging about 11 per game now. Holloman veers off the fake. Shot clock at 3, and it's going away.
Jeremy Fears is going to get caught right there. You know, when he makes those statements, I think he's trying to take the pressure off his team because he understands his players are feeling the pressure of the expectations of this program.
And Mast with the bucket. He has 4. Nebraska by 1.
I'll tell you what, Michigan State has found the range. 4 of 8 from 3 here early. So they are doing well from deep. Also getting to the bucket.
Carr outside the elbow, lets it fly and scores. There's the freshman from East Point, Georgia.
Colin Carr, that's his go-to move. And I like the fact that he's developed one move to go along with his athleticism. Because in the open court, he's the most athletic player in the Big Ten already.
Averaging 5 points per game. Mast to fire from 3. That was off from the get-go. Here comes Spartan. Up by 1. 2:45 to go until halftime.
But Walker, I thought Walker liked that matchup.
Holloman in the paint. Fears if he caught that clean, he might have shot that basketball. Walker against Gary. Picks up the ball with 4. Carr with 3. To Cooper with 2. Ball got it up in time. And Mast the rebound.
I like that shot by Cooper. He's got to take that, Corey. He's got to keep Mast at home defensively. He's got to be a threat.
And Lawrence, last touch by Williams. Game 2 of our men's basketball doubleheader. Michigan impressively winning big at Iowa earlier tonight.
That one surprised me a little bit. I thought that would be a little bit more competitive. The final score was not indicative of how dominant the Wolverines were.
Walker, no.
Almost impossible angle, high off the glass to avoid the shot block.
Michigan State head-to-head has won 11 straight against Nebraska. Lawrence could not hit. And here comes Holloman. Walker crosses over. He'll fire from deep. Too strong. Carr the rebound.
Michigan State's pace has just been so impressive here in the first half. Constant pressure on the Huskers to get back, to scramble defensively.
Shot clock at 3. Paul now sees it, lets it fly. With 1 to shoot, and Malik Hall now has 11 to lead all scores.
That's a nice adjustment by Malik. They're trying to take his right shoulder away. He just goes away from the pressure and sticks the baseline jumper. Good denial by Jeremy Fears Jr.
Nebraska hasn't scored in over 2.5 minutes. Tominaga, can he change that? No, rimmed out.
I'm sure Jeremy Fears is like,
and Fears slipped. Nebraska only 2 team fouls, Michigan State 4.
A lot of whistles here. There's been a few of those here in the last couple of possessions.
And now Carr off his knee, lost it. So Mast off the tough feet. You know, Michigan State 16 of its 34 points in the paint. Nebraska, the bulk of their points have come from the perimeter.
That's right. And we're going to see that for the majority of the night if things go the way that both teams prefer.
Shot clock is off. Nebraska with the ball. 10 seconds to go. It's Lawrence. Wiltshire sets the screen. Lawrence against Akins. Good defense from Akins with 2, with 1. Lets it go deep 2. No. And a good stand there. Both teams 0-1 early in league play. They call 11 points in the first half. Soko draws a double team. Hogard picks up the ball with 5. Here's Walker. Only 2 points in the first half with 1. Throws it inside. And no shot clock violation. Gary on the run up. Finger roll is good.
Oh, wow. He took out his teammate. Got hit in the nose by Bryce Williams. It's slow to get up.
And still 90 feet down the floor, and now play is halted. As Juwan Gary
get disoriented a little bit, but he seems okay. Oh, excellent flare and read that time.
All but down there for Walker. Averaging 21 points per game, entering play tonight, 4th in the Big Ten at scoring.
This young man right here has got to get going for Nebraska.
No points for Bryce Williams, coming in off an 18-point game. 17 of that 18 came in the first half against Minnesota. Williams, though, listening to Mr. Bardo, and knocks it down. We have the 11th lead change here tonight.
Well, I think Bryce is being a little too patient. He needs to be more aggressive, hunting down his looks.
Transfer from Charlotte. Hogard against Mast. Good defense, and the last touch by Nebraska's Williams. It'll stay with Michigan State.
Young player. It's a nice job by Hogard. When you get doubled by a big and they retreat, go right behind them all the way to the bucket.
The late clock here for Michigan State. It's Walker off the curl, shoots over Gary, knocks it down.
That is a staple of Michigan State offense. Pin down, hard curl into the elbow area, and an easy look for Tyson Walker. Seems simple, but very effective the way that Michigan State operates.
Marcus Lawrence celebrating a birthday here tonight. Kicks it down. His first points. This is first 4 shots from the field before that bucket.
New Jersey native may have gotten a text from one of his people in dirty Jersey, like, come on, young fella.
Another air ball from Akins, his second today. Tominaga against Walker, step back, baseline jumper, too strong, makes the offensive rebound.
Nice job by Tyson Walker taking away that walk-up 3 for Tominaga. Boy, Spartans falling asleep weak side. Here come the Huskers.
And here comes the crowd.
Oh, what a screen.
And a foul inside. And Walker was wide open there for a moment, and a whistle and a foul.
Just defensively, Michigan State not good in that possession.
Foul was on Bryce Williams, his first. Here's Walker off the feed from Hogar. Three's off the mark, and Mast with the rebound. Walker now 0-4 from 3 and 2 of 9 from the field total.
Tominaga's dangerous here.
So much so he draws 2 defenders for a moment. Mast sets the screen, he rolls, and last touch by Walker to stay with Nebraska, 15 to shoot.
Now, Corey, Bryce Williams has got to shoot that. That was the same shot that he got to get his first bucket of the game. When he comes off of that curl action like that with the basketball, go up. Even Cooper was right there, but you still need to go up and be aggressive looking for your shot.
Like him.
Exactly.
Like that guy.
Exactly.
Largest lead tonight for Nebraska. They've outscored Michigan State 11-2 here in the second half. And Spartans call a timeout. It's on class and academics. Their seasons resume next weekend.
Look at the speed that they initiate their offense. I don't know about that one. I thought Rienk Mast was already level with Cooper when he came up with that steal. I understand their frustration. Let's take a look. Look at this. Yeah, that's a tough break for Nebraska right there. That's pretty good defense by Rienk Mast.
Mast picks up his second foul. Walker. Here's Hall against Gary. Right-handed and scores.
That's pretty. You need your veterans to stop the bleeding. Nice job of patiently getting to his space.
They call tonight his 127th career game. Here's Gary. Too strong, match the rebound at the elbow.
You know what I like about Mast? He's not had his offensive numbers, but he has been aggressive on the defensive end and on the glass.
And Walker and Tominaga battling down low, and Walker. Surprise.
You got to work him on the road and at home, but oh, good job by the Spartans.
And a 5-second violation on Lawrence.
And that's what you got to have, those type of plays if you're trying to overcome a deficit on the road. It's not all about scoring and getting buckets or getting to the free throw line. Sometimes it's about getting stops and extra possessions.
7 turnovers now for both teams. 19 to shoot, 15:27 to go. Nebraska by 4. Michigan State has won 11 straight head-to-head against Nebraska.
Tell you what, we just saw a graphic where Juwan Gary offensively has been great. That was almost his 4th steal of the game. So double-figure points, excellent defense, and 3 steals so far by Gary.
And a bump from behind and a foul as Walker hit the deck. That's going to be on Juwan Gary. That's his first and the 3rd team foul.
Nebraska's been really stingy here to start the second half defensively. Overplaying, forcing Michigan State into spaces where they don't want to go.
Mast holds his ground, and now Hall trying to find any space. Draws a double team. Holloman contested 2. No. Tominaga lost it. Another chance here. Holloman baseline stripped and fouled. At any point in the first half. Some more fouls now here early second half on Nebraska.
Look at Gary come out aggressively. Short shot clock here, under 10 seconds.
Hogar sees that and tags and shoots and scores over Gary and Mast. 2-point game.
I like when Hogar gets downhill. Big, strong body. Knows how to finish off glass with different angles.
Is that when he's at his best?
Yes, I think so. I definitely think so. In the fast break and getting downhill.
Williams goes back door. Angle that was, and somehow got it to go.
Oh, that was sweet. He made it look easy, ladies and gentlemen. Over the back with a defender hanging on your back. That's Kenny G smooth right there. Glad you knew who I was talking about.
Yes.
The saxophone.
Grammy Award winner. Points in the first half against Minnesota on Wednesday. The bulk of his points in the first half came on plays just like that. slashing and cutting and scoring around the rim.
He's an efficient scorer. I mean, you know, he doesn't need the rock. He doesn't need to pound it.
Last season, due to a left shoulder injury, played in 17 games, started all 17 before the injury in January earlier this year.
And he's grimacing right now, like, kind of touched his shoulder there. Got to keep an eye on him.
Akins will fire and knocks it down, and the Spartans needed that bucket there from Jaden Akins. He has 10.
They're going to have to get Juwan Gary out of the game. He is really laboring right now.
Nobody's at the scores table right now for Nebraska. That was a force from Williams and a turnover. Michigan State can tie with a 3. Fears, though, he lost it.
Jeremy Fears. Frustration starting to set in for the rookie.
Tominaga got away with a shove there. And the bucket goes, that's a 2, but it looked like Tominaga shoved off there to clear some space.
Oh, he got the chicken wing out there, for sure. Oh, this is, I'm telling you, Juwan Gary's a warrior, but he's playing with one arm right now.
Hall spins baseline, scores. And Jope came over to help out, but Hall, he's had the stroke going all night long.
Nebraska got to call timeout.
Tominaga, he's limping as well. So Fred Hoiberg's going to call a timeout. So Tominaga's limping. He's going to head out.
That's going to be a key moment in the game. Can Nebraska sustain this offensive burst?
So Eli Rice and Sam Hoiberg check back in.
So this is where Williams has to take over offensively for Nebraska.
There's Hoiberg. C.J. Wiltshire with 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. He was hitting that shot hours before the game. Long before Nebraska even took the floor for their shoot-around. That dude was out about an hour and a half early, shooting 3 after 3.
So he's saying that hard work is paying dividends now.
He's lost some playing time this season with the additional blocks. That boy can Carr get up. Well designed by Michigan State. Walker to Carr.
Well, that ball screen action on the strong side and bringing Carr from the weak side, naturally players will kind of focus in on where Walker is. Beautiful lead pass. Highlight reel at the rim.
There's Williams guarded by Fears. He'll drive, hang, and a foul is called on Gary. Out right now as well, as Williams cannot connect on the front end. Nebraska just 4 now free throw attempts here for the game. Tominaga, much more productive night than he had on Wednesday. Credit Braden Carrington for the job he did defensively in the Minnesota win earlier in the week.
We talked about Nebraska. It's got to the line the last couple games 14.5 times, but kind of struggling to get there tonight. Credit the Spartans for keeping them out of the lane.
Averaged 26 free throw attempts. Nebraska did its first 7 games of the year. All the miss. Mast could not corral it. Second chance here for Michigan State off the Akins rebound. Here's Hall slashing. Walker off the fake. Will pull up for 2. And this time Mast has it.
Walker didn't get that one fall. Way to attack the closeout.
Oh, it's denied by Carr, and they're going to count the bucket.
Let's see what happens, but I understand why Izzo's upset.
And that's one that they can review, and they'll review it at the next media timeout. That's part of how it was described to us about when you can review a possible goal.
Best athlete in the Big Ten.
So right now it's 54-50. But let's see Juwan Gary back on the floor for Nebraska. As the Spartans now show some full court pressure.
Rienk Mast has done a good job of setting up his teammates, but hasn't found a whole lot of opportunities offensively.
It is quiet inside this building. Lawrence, he's had a rough night on his birthday, but Hoiberg saved it with 4 to shoot. 3. Denied that time by Hall, and no controversy this time.
They got numbers if they hurry.
Hogard on the drive. Good 2-point game.
Nice job by A.J. Hogard navigating, taking advantage of the numbers advantage for the Spartans. Well, we've had some nice back and forth action, haven't we? Huskers come out of halftime, establish themselves, and Michigan State goes right back.
Yes, the left hand.
Well, Mast showing how strong he is, just held Hall off. Get to the rim.
6 points and 9 rebounds for the transfer from Bradley. Will come back in next whistle for Nebraska. Holland got around Lawrence. Early White. Another late clock. Hogard with 4. With 3. Beat Hoiberg right off the glass. No. Hall and Wiltshire for the rebound. And a foul is going to be called on the
way that Wiltshire can.
Lee Call 18 points, tying his season high, comes out. Hogard departs as well. Nebraska is connected on 6 of his last 7 from the field. Lawrence, good dish. Gary for 3 from the corner. Too strong. And the rebound to Akins.
And now that Hall's out of the game, with Walker struggling offensively, who do you go to? I thought it would be Jaden Akins. Holloman had a pretty good look.
This is where Michigan State is missing a consistent low post score. Wiltshire, too strong.
Well, CJ can shoot it, but he's much more effective catch and shoot than off the bounce. That was a tough look. And you're right, Corey, Michigan State are really anxious to get Jackson Cole back in the mix, because he's that one post presence that can really get you some production.
Holloman drives in the paint, missed it. Had a good look. Entry pass, Wiltshire posts up on Walker, and scores on Plainfield, New Jersey.
Tell you what, Jamarcus Lawrence, great recognition that time.
We'll have a timeout coming at the next dead ball. Walker deep 3 and knocks it down and quiets this crowd.
Well, you can't keep great scores down forever.
His first made 3 tonight and missed his first 4. Walker has 7. He's averaging about 21 per game. Wiltshire found a crease against 2 defenders. And rightly so, they got it right, so 2 points were taken away, so now 57-55.
You get some, you win some, you lose some, but as long as they get the call right, continue to play.
So now we're back to 58-55.
Yep, right where we're supposed to be. Oh, good denial by Juwan. Gary kind of blew the play up there. Tyson Walker's talented enough to make something happen, even when the play doesn't go according to plan.
Lee Call against Mast. He'll take him inside. Gives it out. Akins for 3 to tie the game. No, and Mast. Good box out there of Hall. No chance for an offensive rebound.
Not at all. Mast has been really solid here on the defensive end and rebounding. They're trying to get him a look here in the post.
It's baseline on Hall. Shoots. Too strong. Tip. None. Here's Walker with that speed. It has the back of Wiltshire against him. Turned him around and scores.
The guy can't turn around and defend you. That's getting up and down the floor. Tyson Walker, a blur at the rim.
There's Williams cutting, slashing, and scoring. That's been Zach Statement in the 100.
Yeah, and it looks like the Michigan State assistants are upset because it looked like Akins felt like he was being held by Williams on that catch.
Walker, deep shot, knocks it down. And we're even at 60 with under 6 to play.
And Fred Hoiberg is upset, but he shot that next to us. I mean, that was long. You're not used to guarding people that close away, that far rather, away from the bucket.
There's Mast, lost his footing.
Yes, Walker's like, no, I'm doing this.
Well, here another 5-second count on Lawrence. Tominaga Spins, baseline jumper, no. And Michigan State last led when it was 36-35. They can take the lead here. Skip pass, Akins.
Watch Carr baseline.
Hogard cut off. Extra pass, Walker off the fake. Resets for three in the lead. Yes! Sparty buys.
That's right.
Days.
Exactly the team here in Lincoln. Yep. Under 10 miles.
And Lawrence lost it off his foot and commits a foul.
Snatch any kind of momentum you're trying to develop here down the stretch to help your home crowd give you some energy.
Ball against two, feeds Cole. Denied by Mast on a block. Michigan State got it back. It's Hogard, no. Valentine, no. Still loose. Carr in there. Loose on the ground. Recovered by Nebraska. Michigan State now 8 made threes out of 15 attempts here tonight. And the three-point shooting numbers, they're not pretty overall, but they are improving since a dreadful start. Tominaga trying to tie the game. Can't. Mast his 12th rebound. Williams. Here's Gary against the freshman Carr. Holding his ground. Right hand. Gary though with the bucket to make it a one-point game.
That's a tough bucket by Gary, taking advantage of the freshman. Owen Carr is willing, but he wasn't able that time. Watch Akins on this play here. He might be the decoy off weak side.
It's Walker with three. Hoiberg pulls up with the He scored the last 13 for Michigan State, but there is Gary off the feed from Hoiberg. But that was a page out of the Michigan State playbook, how quickly Hoiberg got down the floor.
Great call, Corey. Now, if I'm Nebraska, I'm double teaming Walker. Somebody else is going to have to beat me than him, because right now he's in the flow.
Right now it's Hoiberg, Walker crossing over. Against Tominaga. Hogard with three. With two, doesn't see the clock. Walker got it off in time. No.
A.J. Hogard is too veteran of a guard to allow that to happen in that sequence. Game is too tight. He's got to know game and shot clock.
Williams for the lead.
He's building early like season's beatings, right?
Bonus. Friendly roll.
His A game here today.
Some season numbers at the line. Hall, like many others, about 10% for Hall to tie the game at 67.
You see Michigan State slap the floor. That's indicative of that they need a stop. Wow. Tominaga throwing that shoulder. This is an important stop.
Wojo, right? That was a Wojo move. That's
right.
Down for both teams here in the second half. Mast had it, pull the ball in.
There's no doubt about it, but there wasn't a full denial there. Rice Williams with that smooth jumper last time. He in case they Tominaga. Let's see which one will get their number called.
Tominaga, Mast set the screen. Gary to Mast. Got it back, stripped. Down to four. With the shot clock winding down for Rienk Mast.
Mast stayed patient that time.
Final trip for Michigan State. 50 seconds to go. Walker, challenge from Hoiberg. Short rebound, Mast. And Michigan State. Williams This is a 1-and-1. Clutch.
Has done a really good job here defensively on Walker the last couple possessions.
Bryce Rienk, you don't need a 3 right now for Michigan State, do you?
No, they're going to get downhill.
Gary.
Quick and at the bucket if they can.
Smart play there from Hall. Trying to draw some contact, stop the clock, get some points at the line. 20 points, 7 rebounds. Now 6 out of 6 again. So Hall does his job. Now they can set up the full court pressure. Hoiberg is fouled. He hasn't been to the line yet tonight. He's only taken 10 free
ball.
It's 1-and-1. Well, both teams have done a good job at the line tonight. Nebraska now 10 out of 12 as a team. Michigan State 7 out of 7. Yet all 7 have come from the same player. Only Malik Hall has been on the foul line tonight for the Spartans. Hogard drives, hangs, and he's fouled to the rim. And drew a foul.
But Corey, here's the thing. If you're Bryce Williams, you can't get beat like that. I mean, that's very simple. Retreat, set up defensively, and make it go side to side, not downhill.
Costly miss there. The preseason All-Big Ten selection. 79% foul shooter. Saw Tom Izzo. Last time Michigan State began a season 0-2 in league play was 2020. Splits the 2. 5-point game.
Nebraska's got to come to the basketball.
Williams needs some help, and Hoiberg is trapped in the corner. Williams is fouled by Hogard. 1-and-1 for Bryce Williams.
He was struggling. Really didn't have an effect on the game in the first half, but he's come alive here in the second half.
It's good balance here. Williams has now all 14 points here in the second half, but 4 players in double figures for Nebraska tonight. And Michigan State will call its final timeout, down 7 and 22.
But right now they are not there.
Out of the timeout, Michigan State turns it over. Too high of a pass. Down by 3 at the half. Outscored Michigan State by 10 in the second half. Will dribble out the final 10 seconds here in Lincoln. The chance of Go Big Red. 2 good friends shake hands, and Nebraska beats Michigan State 77-70.